some Castlevania news dropped today, so of course, I'm here, I'm ready to talk about it. But there's also some Castlevania news missing, and that's because there is no news. But no news is still news. Yeah. Okay, so what got announced today at the Limited Run Games, I don't know, E3 Spectacular, or whatever they're calling it, G3 or LRG3, I don't know, it makes my head hurt. Okay, they released an announcement saying that the Konami Arcade Collection that came out of maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago is getting a physical release. Now, you may be thinking, well, there's no Castlevania game on that. But there is Haunted Castle, which has only been released in arcades in the US physically. Is getting a physical re-release for the very first time in a console port of the arcade game. So this collection also includes, I believe, Nemesis and Vulcan Viper and a couple of other games that either made it to only arcades here or maybe got an arcade archive release. But in terms of physical release, a lot of these games have only seen arcade cabinets released in the US and in very small quantities. So this is kind of a big deal that we're getting this port physically. That way we can enjoy it for years and years and years to come through limited run games. So what is Haunted Castle? Well, it's basically if Konami said, let's make Castlevania really, really hard and put it on the arcade. I don't know. The best thing about Haunted Castle is it's got a good soundtrack, in my opinion. I'm not a fan. Not a fan personally. Am I going to buy this arcade collection? Yes. For two reasons. One, Haunted Castle. Gotta own it physically. Two, Vulcan Viper, which is Gradius 2, which is getting or Gradius, whatever, which is getting a physical release in the US. Super excited for that. I might have the arcade archives collection somewhere for Haunted Castle. I think I have it on the PS4 digitally, but I don't have it physically. So I wanted to kind of add it to my Castlevania collection. So that's news. I don't know if they're going to do a crazy ultra collector's edition with it. I think they just announced the regular edition of the box art. They just showed it. You'll be seeing it on the screen for their announcement. And I'm going to guess that it's probably going to be anywhere between $29.99 to $34.99. That's just my rough estimate for just the basic release on, I believe it said PS4 and Switch. So that's kind of cool. I will probably get it on Switch since I have Haunted Castle already on PS4 digitally, just to have it. I tend to like collect a lot of those like arcade collections and anniversary collections on the Switch, just because it's really fun to have on the go whenever I want it. Whereas on the PS4, I mean, like, you know, I gotta go downstairs, I gotta, you know, boot up the systems, etc., etc. Because I mostly play my Switch handheld mode, which I'm a big handheld fan. I've played handhelds forever. So anyways, that's the news. Haunted Castle getting its first physical US release outside of arcades here in the US, in the North America. So pretty cool. Now, I bet you're all sitting here wondering, okay, whoa, hold on. Where was Castlevania Advance Anniversary Collection, or whatever it's called? Well, I think I know what's going on with it. I'm gonna just give my best educated guess and try to keep it short and sweet. I don't think it's ready. I don't think it's ready yet. I think they're still working on the bonuses and all that with Konami. The reason I say that is if you look at the history, okay, Konami allowed limited run games they worked together to release the Anniversary Collection, which came out originally in 2019 digitally. And it got, a 2021 physical announcement and release, okay? Then I think it was late or early, no, it was early 2022, we finally got the announcement for Castlevania Requiem, and also I think they kind of just like trickled out that Rondo of Blood was coming They might have said Rondo of Blood like a while back, and that it was getting another physical re-release on the PC Engine. But yeah, no, it's still, we're still waiting on that. But Requiem did get announced, and Requiem was put on for sale in, I think it was like between January and February, or maybe December and February. I can't remember the exact timeline, but that game was released in 2018. So it seems to be that between like 2 to 3 years is when they really kind of start like trickling out the announcements. And so the Advance Collection just came out last year. So I'm gonna bet we're not gonna hear anything probably until next year. Probably at next year's LRG Limited Run Games 3 or whatever you want to call it. So that's my estimation, is that we probably won't hear anything about a physical release. Maybe it'll be teased later this year, but I don't think it's going to be announced until next year in terms of of being available to pre-order or available to buy. I just don't think it's ready yet. I did reach out to, I think his name's Josh Fairhurst, I think his name is, to clarify through Limited Run Games. I reached out to him privately on Twitter and was just like, hey, just wanted to know on the record, is it coming? He has not responded yet. I'm assuming that he probably can't talk about it, which is why he didn't respond, or he just didn't see it. You know, he's probably doing other personal stuff, just like I was earlier today. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that most likely we won't see anything until next year, so don't get your hopes up. I estimate, personally, based on like how everything's been working out, I think they're gonna announce Rondo for the re-release later this year. I think, as far as like being able to pre-order it, I would suspect that they've been working on that one for a while, and that it most likely will get announced later this year. Now, do I know anything? Do I have any kind of insider information? No, I don't. I just am looking at the timelines and the dates and the history and everything, and kind of making an estimated guess. So that's just my thought. I want to know what your thoughts are. First off, I want to know, are you going to buy Haunted Castle? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to buy the Arcade Collection? Let's be clear, like, Castlevania fans, you're buying it for a Haunted Castle. But are you going to get that Arcade Collection physically? And are you bummed that Castlevania Advance did not get announced? I thought it was going to be, but when I really started to dive into it, it's pretty clear that it's not ready yet. I will update in the comments down below and pin any kind of response from Josh or Limited Run in regards to it. So if I hear back, I'll let you know. But I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on that Advanced Collection getting physically released? And are you going to buy it when it does? That's it. That's all I got. Peace, guys. See you later.